Hey guys, Ladios here. I'm back with another video, and I'm really excited for this because in this video we're going to be unboxing the newest Beyblade X Beyblade, which is Phoenix Wing, and I'm just really excited for this Beyblade. It's been out in Japan for a few days already, but thankfully it arrived today. Today's January 2nd. Happy New Year for everyone else as well. Um, but just before we get into this, a quick disclaimer. I do apologize. My voice is a little bit weird right now. I've been sick for almost 2 weeks. Thankfully, I'm getting better. But if I cough or anything like that, I do apologize. And also sorry if my voice is sounding a lot more raspier and stuffy than usual. But yeah, with all that said, I'm very excited for this Beyblade. This is our first non-special. Well, yeah, we've had about two painted Beyblades, but those are related with the app. So this is basically our first initial release of a painted Beyblade that isn't from the app. So I'm really excited for this. So as you guys can see, this is from Phoenix Wing, and the full name will be Phoenix Wing 960GF. This does come with a brand new string launcher, and this is a red string launcher, so that's going to be interesting. I do love the red vibe over here, so that's pretty cool. And it is a attack type as well. So here in the back, we've got Phoenix Wing's owner. I really forgot his name. I just read the manga chapter. I completely forgot his name. Again, I've been sick, so my mind's been all over the place trying to recover and all that stuff. So I do apologize that I forgot his owner's name. But so yeah, here we got Phoenix Wing. And then we got the blade, and then for the ratchet we got 960. So it's pretty interesting that right now they're jumping the points to go straight till 9. So that's really interesting on how that's gonna behave. And then we got this very interesting new bit, which is gear flat, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. And then it advertises the string launcher over here, and the X line for the extreme dash gimmick as well. We've got the advertisement here of the app, and that's about it. So let's just open this up real quick. Also, it's now January, and I placed my order for my initial Beyblade X items back in like the middle of summer, before it even released. And everything has come except for my Bey Battle Pass, and I don't understand why. For those of you wondering, I did get the Bey Battle Pass, so I was just removing the code. I did buy my Bey Battle Pass from Mall of Toys, and I guess that there's a huge delay with them for some reason, but that delay was supposed to go up until the end of summer, then it got pushed till the middle of fall, and then it got pushed to December, and now it's January 2nd and it's still not here. I messaged them multiple times, and they just keep saying, there's a big delay with all of these and they expect to get it soon, but they're no longer even giving me an update as to when I can expect it by. So I'm really upset with that because I really do want the Bey Battle Pass so that I can try to get the app already. But yeah, so it's a little bit upsetting. I'm sorry about that. But let's just get into this. I know that a bunch of other people have already gotten their Bey Battle Passes as well. I'm not sure how. I guess that this one's coming from the Asian markets, the ones that has this particular sticker on it. So it's not like it's straight from Japan. But I still don't understand why it's taken so long for it to ship. But yeah, maybe I should cancel that order and order it from Amazon Japan. I don't know. So, yeah, let me know if you guys have gotten your Bey Battle Passes from Mall of Toys, if you guys have already ordered from them before. So, I'm very curious about this particular silhouette of the Beyblade that we're expected to be getting. Again, I really am waiting on this. Okay, so this is basically the unicorn Beyblade that we saw in the manga. well, we only saw it like as artwork. We didn't see the person use it, but it is the team member for this guy. So that's pretty cool because this was like a unicorn theme. And then there's a third member who has like this Egyptian themed Beyblade, and I think that's supposed to come out in January. No, wait, this is coming out in January. I think that's supposed to come out as a random booster or something. Not too sure, I forgot. Hopefully they do release that one soon. I could be wrong, but one thing that I really wanted to say is last month, before we found out exactly which one this Beyblade was going to be, I do remember, and you guys can check my previous video, when the silhouette came out, I'm like, this kind of looks like feathers, like a wing. So I wonder if it's going to be like a phoenix theme, and I'm so glad that this is a phoenix themed Beyblade, so I was right on that. I'm so glad. And before this particular Beyblade was fully announced through the artwork, you know, it kind of got spoiled that way. I did think it kind of looked like a sun and the moon kind of thing, which I kind of hope that they would have gone with. But then I'm also like, it also looks like a main or like Ray Striker from the Metal Saga, how its ridges look. So it could have been horse or unicorn theme. But I was really hoping it would be more towards like the sun and moon or a scythe kind of thing. And it kind of is like that with the scythe aspect. But it ended up being a unicorn, so that's still pretty cool though. So I was I had the right idea for that one, but for this one, I was definitely right on it. So let's just, yeah, remove this here. Also, all right. Sorry, 1 second. Wow, this is so taped up. Why does it not want to release? All right, there we go. So also, this release is very interesting. Oh wow, this is kind of heavy. Yeah, I'm surprised. This release is a little interesting because of a particular reason. We'll get to that in a minute. Let's take a look at this string launcher first. It's a pretty nice, like, it's weird. Like, the coloring for it is so different. Like, over here, it looks like a cherry red in this particular lighting, at least in person. In the camera, it looks like a cherry red in general. But then if I tilt it like this, it's like a dark red, like almost like a maroon red, but not that dark. And then you look into it, it's like a matte color or a metallic red as well. So depending on how the light hits it, it changes, you know, a little bit how the color is perceived. So that's pretty interesting. I still don't really like this handle. I do think it could have been different, but interesting. Let's compare it with the initial release, which I love this blue, this navy blue. It's a lot darker in person than it is on the camera. It's almost the color of my bed, basically. But yeah, let's take a look here real quick. There aren't that much differences between them other than the color from what I can see. I want to say that this is a little bit longer, but it's not. It's just my impression of it. But yeah, it's about the same size. All right, let's test out the length for these. Oh, very interesting. Okay, so the red one is actually a little bit longer. See, it's fully straightened out. But yeah, the red one is very slightly longer. It's about that much longer. So I don't think it's going to do too much of an improvement, but still pretty cool that it is a little bit longer. So it's definitely going to be more beneficial. And now let's just take a look at how it looks like on the grip. That's pretty cool, honestly. Again, on the camera, it comes off so much more brighter than what it actually looks. But yeah, I don't know. I still think I'm going to just keep it with the blue one. But this is pretty cool. Sorry. All right. So now we got the actual Beyblade itself. Let's look at gear flat. So gear flat is really interesting because we haven't had a bit like this before, and it's pretty thick too. So with gear flat, the gear extends all the way down to the bottom, or the gear circular part. I should have a Beyblade here with me. Let me actually grab one real quick. Alright, so I also wanted to show this off. I finally got Shark Edge, so I'm pretty happy with that. But so yeah, most bits, the gear only goes up to right over here. But for a gear flat, sorry, as you can see, it goes all the way down. So that's really, really interesting. It's could hopefully give it a little bit more spin or a little bit more force on the stadium. At least that's what it says in the manga. I think the episode also released. I haven't watched the episode in like 2 weeks because I haven't been feeling good, so I haven't really done almost anything for the past 2 weeks. So yeah, but the manga chapter I just recently read, so it's definitely interesting. And on the camera, this is coming up as like a dark grapevine with like a hint of sorry, a hint of brown and purple, but it's supposed to be like black. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. So I'm really curious to see how this is going to behave. Now let's look at 960. So we've got 9 points and it's at a 60 height. It's a pretty nice, beautiful jewel red color, so I do like it. But it's definitely going to be interesting to see how this behaves, considering there's so many points for it to be hit. But we'll see. The good thing is, though, they kind of balanced it by making them a lot smaller and keeping about 3 that's a little bit bigger, and then 3 that's a medium size, and then 3 that's a little bit smaller. So they do balance it out in that way. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see. This might not actually be that bad, you know, because you're expecting 9 points. It's probably going to burst a lot more. But given the sizes of them, it could actually be pretty good overall. And now here we have it, the beautiful Beyblade Phoenix Wing. And yeah, this is pretty heavy. No, this is beautiful. Look at that chrome. The metallic red is so beautiful, and I love the golden parts over here too. Like, colored Beyblades are amazing. I just love like painted colored Beyblades. They're just so cool. So yeah, overall this is beautiful, and I love the like the gear chip is also gold right there. You can see that, and then the colored part is like this electric yellowish gold. It's just so beautiful. Is there some glitter in there? I don't know. It doesn't look like it, but the gold part does seem like there might be like underneath the gear chip. So yeah, here we have Phoenix Wing. I love the avatar, the motif on the gear chip. It just looks so beautiful. And I'm still so happy that I did call this out as being a Phoenix themed Beyblade. So let's put this together. And I think depending how you set this, was it with this Beyblade or with a different one? But the prongs can align up with the wings in a different way, so it's a little bit more protective. I don't think it was this one. I'm trying to remember which one it was though. Yeah, I can't really remember right now. But this is a little loose, so it's definitely going to be interesting to see how they make that work. And then we've got the whole entire Beyblade. Now, I still don't really understand the color schemes that they're going with. I mean, yes, this works, but why couldn't the bit be gold? Like, it would just work so well. But again, at least this does make a little bit more sense than a couple of the other parts that they have released for the colorization for it. But yeah, I'm just really excited for this. Let's just do a quick test launch. I do got the stadium here. All right. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. So in the series, in the story, this is supposed to be one of the fastest Beyblades, especially given its gear chip. Or sorry, it's especially given its bit. So I'm trying to see just how quickly this can go with this particular bit. Yeah, it's a terrible launch, but still. It's honestly a lot more smoother than I thought it would be. Let me actually, because I'm kneeling down, let me actually stand up and see if I can do a better launch. So yeah, it'll be interesting in an actual battle. Also, I just remembered, I just said that this is our first like initial painted Beyblade, but I did forget that Dronzer had some paint on it, but it was like very thin, and I haven't used it either. So I'm very excited to battle with this Bey. However, sadly, I'm not going to just because it is painted. So I am gonna be waiting for them to release a hopefully they might release this particular Beyblade in a random booster where it's not painted. So maybe I'll go with that if they do release that. However, if they don't, then I'll wait a little while and then buy another one of this. But I did mention earlier that this is a very interesting release because of the fact that just like in the manga, the owner of this Beyblade wants to do this really interesting thing called Bey time distortion or something like that by going so fast. And I love that idea. It's pretty cool. But he basically does this by having this be the fastest Beyblade, and he ends up giving everybody that he can reach out to basically like a pre-evolution to this. So for example, think of this as Drawn Dagger. He basically gave Drawn Sword. It's like that to everyone that he could. And that particular Beyblade is called Phoenix Feather, and it's supposed to be pretty light and pretty good overall, according to the manga. So yeah, so Phoenix Feather, Takara Tomy for the Korokoro January release has already like been releasing that particular Beyblade, the Phoenix Feather Beyblade, and it's a different motif. It's not painted and it comes with a couple different parts, and I did order that particular Beyblade, so I'm very excited for that to come soon. Hopefully it comes soon. But yeah, I'm just so excited for that. So it's interesting how they did that. They released this first and then they released the pre-evolution. So yeah, that's what I meant by it's a very interesting thing in how they released this Beyblade. But until I can get another copy of Phoenix Wing, and I always get Phoenix Feather and Phoenix Wing confused, like the names, like I keep thinking one is the other. But until I get another copy of Phoenix Wing, I won't be able to battle with him just because of the paint. I mean, I could and then buy one just for the collection, but I want to keep this one for the collection first. So, well, guys, that's basically it for this unboxing. It was a little bit long. Sorry for my coughing. I do hope that you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you guys think about this, and are you guys excited for Phoenix Wing as well? Sorry, Phoenix Feather as well. And yeah, let me know what you're thinking about the manga and anime. I'm loving it so much, honestly. It's already like so much better than Burst. Again, I don't hate Burst, but this is already just so much better. Just from the lineup of the Beys themselves and the actual show, I'm just loving it so much. Then again, I never watched past season 1 of Burst, so I still gotta do that because the subs had stopped and then I got caught up with other shows, so I couldn't watch the dub. So still planning to watch all of Burst. But yeah, still, like, I'm just loving Beyblade X so much right now. But with all that said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about Phoenix Wing, Phoenix Feather, the Beyblade X manga and anime as well. And I hope you guys have a great New Year's as well. So with all that said, guys, rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good day.